Okay, so this is a video for Jam Studio to illustrate the fault that I'm having. I've shot another video indicating the distance on the left hand side. You can see a screen grab of the actual computer using JM software. My laptop is a Ryzen 9 with an RTX 3070, so it's a pretty grunty machine. And on the right hand side you can see the iPhone. Now both of these footage has been synced, so what I'm doing on the right is illustrating the distance that I'm working at. Now I know these distances worked because earlier in the day it was working. It was only when I came back after lunch that it stopped working. And if you wait till the end of the video, you will see footage of the early scans that I did that worked fine using a similar distance and similar models. Here I'm scanning a Xbox controller, which is not a shiny controller, it's a matte finish, so it's not an issue of shininess. I am adjusting the brightness up and down, so just in case it's just too bright, because it is a white object, I understand that. But you will see that I get within the range, but it's not actually scanning how it should be. There should be a whole block here scanning. As I say, if you look at the end of the video, you'll see at the end of the video an example of how the scan worked when I first plugged it in. So I'm now getting a mask. This is one of my sculpts. It is white resin print. It's a matte finish, it's not shiny. This is one of the things that was scanning fine earlier on, and what I'm doing here is illustrating the distance again. And you can see, if you look on the left, you can see that it's not registering. As I said, if you go to the end of the video, there's a little short bit of the video at the end that illustrates that it did scan and now it's not scanning. And if it's a software fault, I think maybe we should update the software, but it just shouldn't go bad when I've done nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, look closely on the left hand screen and you will see that there are bars of blue scan lines. That should be a whole block, no matter what the distance is. If you're too close, there'll be a hole in that data, and if you're too far away, it won't read. And what it seems to be doing is reading things like a Venetian blind, which says to me that there's something wrong with one of the actual scanners themselves, the reader. There's something not right there. I'm hoping now to set the camera back a little bit. It illustrates like it's not a distance thing. It's not a user actuated error. It is actually a fault with the hardware. And by the time you see this video, I've organised a return. You can see the scanning light hitting the face. Now I'm obviously too close, that's fine. So I pull back. Okay, so I've also included footage of a successful scan which happened right at the beginning of the day with using the same object. So this is the same mask that we saw in the previous video. I didn't do a side-by-side comparison because the scanner was working at that point. It was only when I came back after lunch that the scanner was no longer working. No one else has been needed to scan. The scanners have been in place, but when I came back it just refused to work basically. It literally sort of glitched out in front of my eyes. But you can see here, if you're too close, that's what it should look like. And if you pull back a little bit, you know, this is an example of what the image should actually look like when it's not working properly. And you can see it here really clearly. Anyway, this is just illustrative of what a good scan with a bad operator looks like compared to a broken scanner. Night and day difference. And you're telling me that's user actuated error.